Hi everyone, McBeard here, back with another deck guide for you. We're still in Iron Judgment. We are in the season of Mahakam, and we're getting the ranked ladder started this time with Nilfgaard. We are playing Enslave, but we've got a couple of changes here because I really wanted to talk about the neutral superstars that are Gascon, Iron Falcon, and Avallac'h. And I believe in these cards so much. A friend of mine, Rogue Digit, on the Discord suggested that we run Gascon and Avallac'h instead of Damien and Skellen because everybody's expecting Damien and Skellen. People are teched for it, and these two cards are actually very, very good for an Assimilate core because both of these create cards. What's better, if you're creating Weather with Avallac'h, you have a possibility of creating a Strays of Spala with Gascon to move something into the Weather. Also, Gascon means that you have like almost a 50-50 shot to strip armor from almost anything, which is really good when you want to steal something and there's a bunch of armor on it. And also, you get to kill a lot of things with that extra reach that the Weather gives you. It took bleeding to make me really appreciate the damage at the beginning of your opponent's turn. And this allows you to like snipe little things, especially if you're going up against Neckers, you have Torrential Rain. If you're going up against something hiding behind a defender, you can frost it, and the frost is usually hitting the stuff that doesn't have armor. There's really so many times Avallac'h was just a fantastic card every time I played it. Plus, both of these cards are deploys. Gascon's situation can create another deploy. Double deploy, it's pretty good for what we're running Portal with, and that's Nausicaa Sergeant. Double deploy happens a lot in this deck. Double deploy can happen from Menno into something from Imperial Diplomacy, which also can proc its deploy. We also have Artorias Vigo, proccing the deploy of himself and whatever he makes. Finally, Dazbog Runestone can find up to 4 different assimilates or find a deploy very, very easily. It's not really a double deploy, but it's just probably one of the best runestones because it just fits so perfectly in the deck. It can find assimilates, find locks, find purifies. There's 4 different assimilate engines right now. It can be a proactive card, it can be a reactive card, it can be anything you want it to be. You just have to believe. Single battle preparation because we do need to keep Vigo fairly under control because we were playing him specifically for the Duchess Informant, which gets you another deploy in some situations. So 1 battle preparation and two tourney jousts kind of keep the 4-point core. And then in the 5-point, we do have 2 assassinations. So that's 2 jousts and assassination. It's the kind of control I like to play. Imperial Diplomacy because of all the things it does for deploy and for assimilate, and the Imperial Diviner because as an engine and also a purify for locks, for poison, for bounty, for bleeds. There's more than enough excuses to run this card, which is just sheer value at its slot. Moving up, we have Glynis, which is the super-powered assimilate engine, and when you do stuff with Artorias Vigo, Duchess Informant, and then immediately spawn the opponent's card, you can get a ton of points very quickly out of Glynis. So you don't have to play her early. You can play her late with a bunch of deploys and assimilates coming up after that. But a lot of times this is the most proactive play. Just be careful about Maruna, be careful about Imperial Manticore and things like that. Artorias Vigo can make a Duchess Informant, but it can also make it makes the Duchess Informant, the Imperial Diviner, and the Nausicaa Sergeant. All of these things are pretty good. They all have their place. A lot of times, you're very happy to play 2 Duchess Informants against monsters, get Indrega eggs for days, really play their scummy card against them. But it's just generally, you have a lot of opportunities to use this. It doesn't ever feel like a commitment. It feels like just a toolbox of solutions in some cases. Menno for thinning, as well as War Council, and sometimes you can just thin to win, play them right into each other. Hefty Helga and Glynis, both of these cards I have mixed feelings on, but both of these cards did a lot of work for me today, so I have a hard time really hating on them. Swears just has a lot of things to grab these days. A thrived Indrega Egg, Azar Javed's, Defender's Scarab. There's just so much, and because you have a lot of ways to ping and damage things through Tourney Joust and the pings from Hefty Helga perhaps as well, the pings from Weather especially, you can really make Swears work more often than not. Bribery is bribery. You know, you can high roll this card and really, really get just a very, very strong card for almost no commitment at all. So it is very strong, and a lot of people are talking about it. The RNG does seem to go from good to great when you're using it in an assimilate deck, but as a tactic that creates a card, it just has to be in this deck. Even if it was nerfed, I'd probably still run it. So don't hate on me too much for running this card. We have Fion to protect our engines because we are running Portal. Yennefer's Invocation for any threat, and I talked about these 2 buddies right here. I love this deck. I had a great time playing today. Check out these games, and if you like the video, show me, tell me, and I'll see you next time. Precision Strike. Or is this the trap one? I always forget.
All we've left.
They look the same. No, this one is precision strike. So this is Ethna. So we got to watch out for Scorchy good times. The Endregags are crazy hard to deal with right now. Like, is Sandstorm Triss stuff really going to be... I mean, we played 3 games now, Monsters, scoia'tael. So if we see a lot of it, I think we might do something about it.
All right, that's no problem.
No problem. How did I end up with this in my hand after... I just wasn't paying attention, was I? Red coin, huh? Do I play Frost on this row? That's pretty good, huh? I think that's pretty good. I lose the Assimilate, though. I think I want to play Avallac'h.
It's time.
Redanian Knight's pretty good, but it's not anywhere near Sly Seductress. Like when Portal touches down into Sly Seductresses, I mean, we're not just looking at the card in a vacuum, right? We're looking for the support around the card too. So Portal and Adriano the Vink. It's really hard not to say Sly Seductress isn't like the most heavily pushed and supported 4-point card in the game. And it's also like realistic to say Syndicate, if there is a top 10 list, Syndicate probably has like 3 or 4 of those 4-point cards on that list. I mean, the Sergeant's amazing, right? The Sergeant is a premier card to get from Gazbog because of Portal. But even if you take Portal out, you also look at Adriano the Mink. Okay, this is pretty good. Actually, I go for the Duchess Informant here, and I try to kill Gabor. How sick is this? Please, please, please.
You will not regret this, good sir. I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Then a creaky door. Come on, Gabor, you're done. Oh, that snipe! Avallac'h, payoff! Garcane no better than new Master of Disguise. That's more to say that Master of Disguise is as good as Garcane. Yeah. The Thunder that he probably is like, ooh, I should save this for Damien that I'm not running. Let's see. Let's see. I feel like I'm in a great position to pass here, but I think being on red coin, I'm just in such a good position to like basically do whatever I want. Just do whatever I want. Let's play diplomacy, I guess.
Bow, barbarian.
Bow
Bow
low.
low.
Yo, I get to move it into the Frost? Are you kidding me? How good has Avallac'h been for me right here? This 7-pointer. Yeah, that's the one, right?
Peace with humans? By that.
Every snap of the cold. Whew, what a great Avallac'h right there. Locks don't do damage. Yeah, bleeds do. Yeah, Garcane's much better. Oh, he used the ping? That's how fast stuff moves now. Ooh, getting very... I think I'm just, like, it's just in such good shape. Just play Joust, right? He hasn't even used Tactical yet. So whatever he plays next, he has to use Tactical on, which means that Invo just removes that unit. So... no damage, Smork. I would say... this is just an amazing... This is amazing, right? Just an amazing situation to be in right here. Down with Nilfgaard, yeah. Okay, find Portal and win game, pretty much, right? That's what this feels like. But I also don't really see any reason to not heavily bleed him. So in the scoia'tael situation, I think I'm pretty safe to lead off with Helga, where I can test the waters all I want in an even card situation here. None of his removal works. None of the... Oh, shut me up. Shut me up with the moon dust. All right, moon dust. Got me with that moon dust. Dusty, dusty, dusty. There could be poison, so I don't know about the diviner yet. But I think I still will play it.
I divined this move from a sparrow's innards.
Pass for card advantage? No, I know. But there's... I mean, it seems like he's very much... The way he passed, like, he didn't even play tactical. It's very suspicious. Very suspicious.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
cannot be. Yeah, it was just the way he was playing round one, the way he passed. Just, I smell blood, you know? As I say, I smell blood in the water. That's what's going on right now. Curse of Corruption, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's very fine.
Your attention, please. I shall now speak.
Life is fleeting, yet life is eternal.
It could be a Scorch, but I mean, like, it doesn't matter, right? If he's playing 0 points on the board, we are always good here. Piercing Missile, like, whew. The temptation to play these cards, like, I think I want to play Glynis now because I have a feeling it's going to get messed with in round 3.
You do the Emperor proud. Oh.
Also, Bribery can just be a crazy card if he actually wants to, like, show me that he's willing to spend stuff here, but I think that we're just going on for the bleed here. McBleeded, yeah, that's right. You know, CDPR successfully pushed an engine meta when people hate Nilfgaard so much for yoinking their cards. What was this here? Was that Becker's Rock Slide? Yeah, this is totally Harold Gord stuff. Oh, man, tough not to pass here. Oh, man, I would be so embarrassed if I lost this game after passing here, but I think I passed here. Look how good this hand is. I don't think he's playing a lot of units. I wonder if I even hold on to Swears, but we take the pass here. Because he's 0. He has 0. He needs to play a unit that also can deal with all of this. So, no, he has to play 2 cards. That's what I'm saying. Scorch or not. Here comes Harold Gord. Okay. So he played his win con and probably something that would be my lose con. Yeah, he's toast, right? We just win, right? It's because he had 0 points. It's just, I couldn't believe that that wasn't the pass right there. We get the portal. We drop the joust. We keep this hand, and we win this game by a satisfying margin, I think. Bribery, Scorch your own units incoming.
Oh, you've done it now.
He may have another epidemic, but I still think I would play this now. I don't think it's yes, it's ranked. So he does have 2 epidemics. That's fine. I think I would still play it that way.
The Empire will be victorious.
I mean, I would have done better here, but
Your kneecap's broken.
this is a weird one. This game feels like a weird game. I just play Assassination because he's obviously, like, got something that targets me. He just has no points. He just has no points. There is, like, actually no possible way he can win.
And the best hit on a short lead.
Create a gourd. Nah, I'm just gonna, like, end it. We're just gonna end this mercifully. We're just gonna end this mercifully here. Get the completed game. Interesting, interesting. So, like, how many games is it from 58 to 60 at this prestige? It's, like, probably still, like, a week of playing. Like when I say a week of playing, I mean, like, Lord Bushwick's week, not my week. Like, probably still a lot of time. But Gwent's Day is nice to push that a little bit higher. So we're up against Wildcard on the red coin with all removal in our hand. That seems good. I probably don't need this much, though. So I'm going to drop 1. Portal is amazing. Now we're on red coin with removal. Although the portal is not as good to have removal with because we care about deploys, but I do think that the removal is great. Duchess can go. This hand's freaking great. Well, it's Syndicate, so we're going to get tested.
You're safe to be candid under my
Yeah, 58 to 60 takes a really long time. It is true. I mean, I do have to play Portal, though, right? Or Runestone, just to find a good proactive card. I mean, it's just, there's nothing better, right? We just got to do We got to play our... This is just a really good... It's a really good proactive red coin card, and I don't think we need to play around not playing it. Like, I don't want to save it, necessarily. It's Syndicate. They're not going to make it easy for us. Can't really play Leo, though, but going full Nilf Knight. But that's kind of okay, right? Like, that's kind of what Leo's original... Like, if you're playing Nilf Knight anyway, you're probably getting your Leo target. It's not like units at 7 or super rare. There's a lot of defenders at 7.
Late for the best buyers. I never miss.
Okay. Yeah, and Nilfgaard also has the Artbane Tortoise, so it's like there's more parts that... care. I feel like I really gave him a lot of stuff to work with by playing the portal, but I also feel like I've traded well since then, but not really. Not really. Max coins. Ooh, he's going to the bank. Coer's blacksmith with no target.
On that, we find ourselves in agreement. Target acquired.
It's a very early bank, yeah. Well, he went to the bank to get the blacksmith, and then he couldn't pay him. It's funny, he got to look at so much of his deck, and that's the card he picked. That's telling me stuff. It tells me some stuff. It means his hand is exceptionally good. I mean, 1986. We can't assume that. We can assume that he's making his best choice. Wow, he has blacksmith in hand. What the fuck's going on?
Deals. Novigrad's built for deals.
Maybe I should have kept that joust. I think I use leader. Imperial diplomacy. Could get a lock. So we could get a lock. We could get a joust. We could get an assassinate. I think we want to do this, or we go for War Council and try to find Menno. Yeah, I mean it's a casino hand, all right. That's right. I think we go low. We go on the low side.
Barbarian. Bow low.
Not great.
Blow off! Break!
All right, so he's going to be able to spend the coins, which is unfortunate. But the good news is we're still on red. I feel like maybe I should have played leader there because getting rid of that blacksmith seems like that's just the game. That's the game.
You hurt my girls. I'll rip you up. Is that clear?
Wars are won with discipline, my lords.
What is truth if not an illusion?
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
I don't know about that turn. I feel like not dealing with that blacksmith was a huge problem. Runestone to look for a tactic. I mean, I really wanted to find Invo. That's what I wanted to find. Okay. So we need 10 points. 10 points to threaten. So considering we have 1, 2... So bribery is probably what we need to play because we would like to play something that gets us coins or something that we can work with Intimidate here. So I think we play bribery here. Or actually Imperial Diplomacy is what we want to play.
Your attention, please.
Animations unlocked my ass. Do I have to change a setting? Why didn't it just go bing, bing, bing? There we go. Evens. Even Stevens. Dip is best there? Yeah, Dip was the best there. Good draws, I think. Swears is pretty good to steal a Scarab, I guess. Helga's pretty good in general. Purify is definitely good to have. I think I keep this hand. Got some real big cards that I don't have, though. Runestone, I think, has to go. I don't know. Purify is so important, but that's why I think Runestone has to go here. Yeah, Invo means we can push very safely, I think. So we'll go ahead and just play Glynis. He's probably got Mutated Hound. He's got no coins, right? So because there's no real ramp up here, I think we can just lead on here. Helga's also okay, but Helga's only going to have 1 ping anyway, or 2 pings anyway, so I can play that anytime. There's Mutato Hound, so I think I just kill it, or I just Invo it. Like, I Invo it later. I also could just play Helga and knock the armor off. I mean, I think playing Helga is fine anyway. I think playing these 2 setup cards is pretty scary. He still has leader, so one of these can be instantly killed, but that's fine. If he plays leader and goes down to even cards, I feel pretty good. I am scared of Graydon and Morels and all that stuff. He played Louisa, which is also really good for us. There's Azar.
That's my specialty. Allow me to show you.
Ah, what am I doing?
Best kept on a short lead.
Yeah, that's what we want. We'll play Bribery next turn here. Before Defender? Nah. It's all good.
One cannot shut the mouth of learning.
It's all good. Enjoy your money. Now we get to Invo Azar or this. But if we Invo Azar, it means we get to draw it. But if we Invo this, it means we get to draw it too. So that's also good. Invo on the Hound is obviously the best.
Anyone else feeling stingy?
I'm having weird Spotify issues today. Whoa, Tin Boy. No, it was a volume thing this time. That's fine. Tin Boy. Invo the dog, make him struggle to survive. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen here, right? Invo means indication, but this is a bad dog. What if it was a dire mutated hound? It's true. The person who mutated it is a bad person. It's not the dog's fault. Why? Why do we have to kill doggos in video games? I mean, we didn't kill the dog. We saved the dog. We rescued that dog. What was that? Yeah, that's right. I rescued it from its own pain. All right, so here comes the leader, which is very good as well. Because it actually means, well, let's see here. Yeah, we squeezed the last card out of him for sure.
Stars contend you shall be victorious today.
He's got 8 coins, probably Savola, right? All right, Syndicate, here we go. Here we go. That was a win right there.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Ooh, now we're up against Nilfgaard. Okay, so this is our third different we didn't even go up against Enslave. We haven't had any mirrors. But we have been up against Strategic Withdrawal and Imperial Formation and now Lockdown. So many Nilfgaard matches, no Enslave matches. But this means we just have a better deck. This is a great matchup for us because we just have a better deck, right? We also can assume locks and stuff. So Purify is probably fine, but we don't need both of these with Vigo in hand. This is probably okay. I feel like we get a lot of value out of our lower cards. We do have to go first. Avallac'h's going to throw him off, I think. But I may have to roll the Runestone to lead off. think I have to roll Runestone to lead off, though. Impreza Enforcers. That might be worth a tactical advantage. I'm playing 2 disloyal units potentially, so that's a lot of points. Or I could just play this, but I think that this ping for 2 is pretty damn good. It's out of Leo range now. Do I do it? Very, I don't know if I like this play. This could be wrong. I don't like playing tactical advantage right away. T-Bar pulled the defender. Yeah. Magni, huh? This is so good though, how I get to shut it down and enable my own.
I hate nothing more than
And
a
a creaky door, but I also can just kill it. Bam, kabam. Great start right here. Great start. Let's enjoy the next game. Yeah? Fine with me. I don't know if I do. I don't think I just play the defender. Or sorry, the diviner. I think I might just want to play diplomacy here. I just don't want to boost one unit. If there was another unit on the board, I would play Vigo right away. War Council is also potentially good, but I'm worried I'm just going to see a bunch of garbage, so I think I just roll the diplomacy.
Bow, barbarian. Bow low.
Yo. This probably isn't even the best thing, but I just feel like this is probably going to really frustrate my opponent, so I'm doing it. Remember when Magni started at 4 and it was still trash, and then they nerfed them? It was not trash at the start. At the start, it was quite strong. Cantarella.
No one can hide from
Oh, he got Fion? I want it back, though. I might play Yennefer's in the game.
Behold Nilfgaard's iron might!
Well, I'll just purify.
I divined this move from a sparrow's innards.
Too bad he got that card for me, though. Do I want to invo it so I'm drawing it again, so it's not gone forever? Mill lockdown, you little scumbag. I'm glad I didn't invo. He got Swears now? Okay. Ooh, frustration building. Frustration building. Just play Joust. Remember when Gwent had 5 factions? It's true. Remember when it had 4? Remember when Nilfgaard wasn't even out yet? Mill Usurper? You might have Necromancy? It's true, he might. Shylard hits Avallac'h. All right, so he's trying to make my deck the worst deck. I don't know if he'll be able to. But I am really scared about playing Invo onto that. But Bribery might save me. Oh, what? The Witcher trailer? The Witcher trailer is out, guys. I want to see it. Oh, a preview of the a trailer for the trailer? That's ridiculous. I'm not watching that. I mean, maybe I just play Avallac'h now. Sure.
At last.
We'll do the Frost isn't the greatest, but we lose a little bit of points, but it procs this as well. It hits Shylard, it doesn't hit the armor, so. Watch it! Why aren't BTTV modes turned on? How do I turn it on? I should get, Keck W. I'm pro Keck W. I don't have a problem with Keck W. I'm not at odds with Keck W. I like Keck W. Link, please. Let me get through this game, my friends. We are playing some high stakes Gwent. The highest of stakes. Yeah, you have to be a pumpkin sub to really keck. In this stream.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
Does a man pass? Does a man pass? I think I invo here. Man, if I would have just played War Council to secure... I know he has something else that's going to play, but he played Cantarella, he played Vilgefortz, and he played Viper Witcher. So I think he would have played Viper Witcher again before this. So I think this is the last thing. He could play Tibor as well, which is bad for us. Very bad, because that's an 11-point card for him.
Your attention, please. I shall now speak.
If not by strength,
All right.
by stealth.
If he passes and he plays Operator Viper Witcher, it's gonna be rough. Operator Viper Witcher, is that what this card? Is that what this deck plays? It's my Fion, you son of a bitch. Doesn't go back into the deck defended. All right, no, he gets all his stuff. Right? We know this. You must win round 1 at all costs. Well, here's Tibor, so I'm glad I didn't indicate. No bronze cards here. Yeah, we play Vigo, though. We play Vigo for the Purify. Even though there's nothing to Purify, we still get the Deploy. We get the Assimilate.
What is truth if not an illusion?
Stars contend you shall be victorious today.
Doesn't matter. Invo Tibor? Well, I want to play like the lower stakes stuff that just sets me up for... It just makes it harder and harder for him to play into this. Invo's amazing later. That Tibor is my invocation. You're sure about this? Well, I mean, it's 13 hot points. He probably sears it back later if I don't take it. Interesting. But then I can take it then. Now, I've already played War Council, unfortunately. I mean, I just roll Imperial Diplomacy, Arbalest, just deleted from his graveyard. That would be the pro play. Oh, Portal, nice. I'm scared about... Oh, wait. He already milled. I don't want Portal. Operator Viper Witcher into your Industrious Foreman and Vico, your deck is gone. So if I had to win round 1 at all costs, it's because I have to bleed? I assume that's what is meant here. I have never played against this before. The overlay is working, right, guys? The overlay is working, right? 4 for 4, trade.
All these signs can mean but one thing.
There's not a lot of good cards left in my deck, really. Anybody shit talk Nilfgaard while I was gone? Well, look what I'm playing. I'm playing against Mill, so I imagine the shit talk is probably at its shittiest. Magni. Okay.
Greetings. What is it?
Seems like a good pass here. Seems like a good pass here for last say. We have Bribery and Yennefer's Invocation. Our draws aren't awful. All of these things should work together. He played a Joust. How many Jousts? 1, 2 Jousts. So Helga's safe. We pass here. I think this is the pass. I think this is the pass. Isabel.
I hoped we could solve this some other way.
The way the order lit up and the timing that it lit up on was very confusing to me. Well, it looks like nothing's happening here. So Portal's a dead card. We have to get rid of that, which is a good thing that we drew it. Battle Prep and Assassination are the only thing. Well, yeah, we have a Joust left, so we can just go ahead and mulligan the Battle Prep. Glennis. Oh, I like this hand. It seems like it's going to work for me. Yep. Okay, so
As good as dead, that lot.
1 out of 5, even. You like his deck too? Too bad it sucks. This is the invo, right?
The Empire will sing of this day.
This is the invocation. You already played Cantarella. You already did all that crapo. No one gets to play Fion today. Especially not me. How can you like its half mill, half living armor meme? You have to commit to one. Whoa, it Harquacks. Very interesting. Didn't think there'd be a better invocation target, but apparently there was.
A clever maneuver.
I protect the defender instead of killing the Harquacks.
My blade.
I believe you dropped this, Fion. You dropped your battle preparation. I found it. I found it for you. Aridin half witchers, half bandits. There's Invo. I can play Glennis here.
I have served you. Now you must serve the Empire.
I don't know if we won this game. We get Primordial Dow on bribery potentially, or even a Harquacks, which gets us nothing. You don't want to play that. But there's interesting cards that we could get that could be a lot of points. So Assassinate. We could win. Yeah, so it's Vilgefortz and we could win here.
Quite the menial task.
Oh wait, we knew he would win because he put it on top of his deck. Duh. Duh-doy. We knew he did it. We knew that was a good trick. Yeah, just high roll bribery, easy. Easy, right? It's a good game, right? Crank. This has been a pretty smooth day so far, my friends. Appreciate all the hangouts. Appreciate all the hangouts.